From the KBIA Newsroom in Columbia, I'm Trevor Grandin. A Cole County Circuit Judge will soon decide whether a proposed constitutional amendment on ballot initiatives should be on the November ballot. From St. Louis, Sarah Kellogg reports.
Earlier this month, Secretary of State Denny Hoskins rejected a proposed constitutional amendment that would make it harder for lawmakers to overturn voter-approved initiatives. Hoskins said the amendment was unconstitutional in part because it had too many subjects. Respect Missouri Voters, the group behind the initiative, sued, seeking to overturn Hoskins' decision. Kathleen Hunker, the attorney for Hoskins, said the proposed amendment is deceptive and does violate the state's constitution. Hunker said in court the amendment, quote, fuses disparate topics together, ranging from ballot title reform to the reorganization of powers to the alterations of executive powers to the overhaul of the amendment process. In Jefferson City, I'm Sarah Kellogg.
Birders in mid-Missouri have been treated to an unusual sight over the last month, with an anhinga being seen in the Columbia area. The Columbia Missourian reports anhingas are often found in the southeastern wetlands of the United States, but since late July, birdwatchers have spotted the visitor around Eagle Bluffs Conservation Area. Also known as the snake bird, anhingas often swim with only their head and long necks visible above the water. Though there is no way of knowing how long the anhinga will stay nearby, wildlife experts say it will most likely migrate south as summer turns to fall. Deer harvested from certain counties during Missouri's opening weekend of firearms season will again be required to undergo testing for chronic wasting disease this year. KOMU 8 reports around 1% of Missouri's deer population are infected with the disease, though some counties have seen infection rates almost 5 times that high. Jason Isabel is the Cervid program supervisor for the Missouri Department of Conservation and says those numbers can snowball.
Once you get in an area where about 5% of the deer have it, that's the point in time where you hit a tipping point, and before you know it, you'll be at 10, 15, 20, 25%.
Mandatory sampling is required in 3 mid-Missouri counties this year: Audrain, Callaway, and Montgomery. For a full list of affected counties and testing locations, visit the Missouri Department of Conservation website. And St. Louis County is one step closer to barring people from so-called aggressive panhandling. A bill passed by the county council yesterday would prohibit following people, blocking the road, or approaching people in an intimidating way to ask for money. It also bars people from soliciting money on a public bus, near a bank, on private property, as well as at night. After yesterday's 6-1 decision in favor of the bill, it now goes to the St. Louis County Executive for a signature. Columbia took similar action last month, prohibiting pedestrians from standing for too long on certain medians, as well as approaching vehicles unless they are legally parked. I'm Trevor Grandin, KBIA News, Columbia.